What's going on to all of my Virgos out there? So please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, my email address as well as the prices are in the description box below as usual. So how's my Virgos doing out there? So yeah, let's get into it. Hope you all have a great day. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment section if this reading resonated with you, right? If this is about your situation, let me know. So the cards that I come up with for the Virgos is the Six of Swords, Judgment, King of Swords, Temperance, Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Hangman, interesting, Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Chariot, and last but not least, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for that is just like I said. So all right, so what I'm seeing for the Virgos, right? No major arcana that's dedicated to the Virgos specifically, but the Six of Swords is about, which is the first card, is a lot of you Virgos are moving past something, past some sort of obviously some sort of disagreement that you've had with someone, right? That's water up underneath the bridge, like it's water up underneath the ship, right? Or the canoe. And the Judgment is about you know what I mean, looking at the past relationship that you have had with someone as a learning experience. And a lot of you Virgos aren't necessarily upset. You know, you may have even had you may even leave the situation amicably, right? Peacefully, where the two of you don't necessarily have problems with each other, with each other, excuse me. It's more so you Virgos, right, and this person don't necessarily get to see eye to eye. And the King of Swords represents you're looking for something. You're looking for something in particular, you know. And as of right now, you haven't necessarily seen anybody that you're looking for in particular. Or you haven't seen a lot of people who you could potentially be looking for, right? Like the archetype, the type of person. And the Temperance, right? The Temperance obviously represents a smooth transition, right? The Temperance, whenever it is that you have a breakup, you usually want to see this card. Usually, right? Obviously, there are exceptions to this. But the Temperance is about, like, you know, this being a transition smoothly. Like, the two of y'all don't necessarily have any kind of animosity towards each other. It's much more where you and this person didn't necessarily see eye to eye for whatever reason. And, you know, there wasn't any kind of shots fired on either side, so to speak. But you and them didn't see eye to eye, right? You're moving forward, right? Which is the first card starting off. And then the Temperance is just about, you know, you moving forward, you know, not taking it personally. And you're like, okay, well, what's next? You know, what else has got, what's coming down the pipe for me? Then you have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is, you know, this person is someone who's paying attention to you, you know, and someone who sees you as valuable, you know what I mean? Someone who sees you as having worth, right? And more so specifically worth to them, but just worth in general. And the Nine of Cups is about a lot of you Virgos just remaining patient. See, you don't necessarily see this person on the ledge, right? Looking at you, per se. You don't necessarily see them, but you're continuing to do your own thing. And never mind about, you know, who's up on physically higher ground staring down at you or something like that from a particular vantage point. You Virgos are just pretty much minding your own business and, like, you know, you getting over, things not necessarily working out between yourself and a significant other or a potential significant other. Because sometimes you could be speaking to somebody on that level, but y'all haven't necessarily finalized anything yet. Where the two of y'all, y'all are dating, and this is what's supposed to be understood between the two of y'all. Sometimes it's y'all are getting to know somebody, and it's obvious that the two of y'all like each other and stuff like that, but y'all just haven't had that conversation yet. And the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Pentacles is about, anyway, well, this person sees that you have value, right? And they do care, right? The Four of Wands, okay? It could be a parent, you know what I mean? It could be a parent, like, just calling in, trying to find, because I got to be real. It could be a parent, right, calling you, trying to find out about what's going on. And this person is letting you know, you know what I mean, that they care about you, stuff like that. Or if it's not necessarily a parent, then it's someone, obviously, who cares about you on that level. That may be even a friend, or, you know what I'm saying, or someone that you pretty much already know, right? It's right up underneath your nose. And they think very highly of you, Virgos, right? But the thing is that the hangman is that you Virgos just haven't necessarily come to the realization of how you impact people sometimes, right? In a good and a bad way, which sometimes is what it is that people need, right? And the Ten of Swords is about this person thinking of you as you'll never actually get the real appreciation and stuff like this that you actually deserve. That's what the movie Nocturne was about, right? The I think it was 2019 movie or something like that. One of those movies, right, with the girl who played violins and stuff like this. But anyway, it was about the main character wanting to actually let their value be seen. But in essence, right, the way it ended, you had to get it in order to understand that in essence, they'll never be really appreciated for the work and the effort and the actual overall sincerity that this person had, right? And that's a lot of you Virgos out there. So the thing is that the Nine of Pentacles represents, everybody knows it at this point. And when I say everybody, I mean a lot of people know that a lot of these people wouldn't date you. You know what I'm saying? It's the same situation that goes on with me and my family. My family members know a lot of these people ain't gonna date me, and it's the same thing with a lot of you other Virgos. A lot of people are not gonna date you, and the reason why they not is not because something is so inherently with a lot of you Virgos. What it is that you may end up being a little bit too well off. That's the problem. The crime that you committed is you just a little bit too good, and because of it, they wouldn't date y'all because you too good. So the thing is that the Seven of Wands is about, like, like a lot of you Virgos, like, I am what I am. I am who I am. So a lot of you Virgos are not gonna, like, dumb yourselves down and downgrade, right, to get other people to be comfortable, right, so that they can be cool with interacting with you, right? So the Six of Wands is you just, you're just like, it is what it is, right? And embracing the fact that you may have something else that you've got going on, right? Chariot, right? Moving forward, prosperity, stuff like that. Just carrying on with what it is that you need to do. And the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is that, if anybody, how do I say? The Knight of Swords represents, like, anybody who tries to throw slander or BS your way, especially if you walking tall, stuff like this, right? You have your head held high, you're proud of yourself, you know what I mean? There's no, you haven't done anything that compromises you or stuff like this. Whatever it is that people are going to say about you is going to bounce off, you know what I mean? Or it should bounce off. And that's the way that it's supposed to go, truth be told. So the Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. You have the Page of Swords, the Empress, okay, and the Seven of Swords. Right, exactly, you're going to continue to be who you are, right? And you're going to continue to mind your business. A lot of you Virgos are going to continue to be diligent. You know what I mean? Like, mind your business. Handle your business. Do what you need to do. And the Seven of Swords is you're gonna have other people whom can't mind their own business and is trying to mind yours, And to answer your question, this is gonna happen to you in the future where people are gonna talk crazy to you, Virgos. But like I said before, or crazy about you. But like I said before, a lot of the Virgos get ignored and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. And Pisces it rules over the 12th house. The 12th house is known as the invisible house or the unseen house, right? Or the things that people don't visibly see with these two eyes. You understand what I'm saying? So Virgo being, you mean the same axis as that same, the same axis but opposite zodiac sign. There's a certain level of and it's right next to Leo. You see what I'm saying? And even Leos get ignored to a certain extent. That's why it is that they seek out, acting careers and stuff like this. Those are the things that, those three zodiac signs share that. You know what I mean? Leo, Virgo, and Pisces share that, where you can get ignored. People can go out of their way to try to ignore you, out of their way to try to ignore obvious things that you put out there about yourself. Take a look at me, for instance. How it is that in these videos you never see me do anything that or say anything that's so, you know what I mean, that's so like crazy and so disrespectful. It's like you wrong for that type of stuff, but yet and still and I don't take it personally, but yet and still you'll hear people convolute and conflate the story. Oh, I don't like you because X, Y. It's like, you don't like me because I'm telling you the truth. Where if I was a con artist, I would just exploit your dysfunction. Goofy. So, let's clarify the Chariot. So the Chariot, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, and last but not least, you have the Fool. So, the Queen of Swords, right, to clarify the Chariot, the Queen of Swords is about careful, you know what I mean? Don't end up being so combative, but just be mindful of when someone is coming at you with some BS, right? If it's warranted or if it's unwarranted, right? The Four of Cups represents, like I said, this is going to continue to happen in the future, to be real with y'all. Because it has to happen. Because like I said before, all this is going to prove to my Virgos is the irony of how a lot of you Virgos are right about the way that y'all are dating. You got a lot of people out here who are goofy, but they so goofy and out of their mind, they don't really understand the deeper the deeper ramifications or the deeper consequences of the goofy stuff that they themselves choose to do. Why is it that people would choose to abuse the people who are treating them like gold? Like, you got to be, you're not the brightest bulb on the tree, nor are you the sharpest knife in the drawer. You're abusing someone who is good to you? That doesn't even sound right. So the thing is that the Fool represents, these are individuals who are not very well educated, and on top of that, they dumb. So, you know, so just to be real with a lot of you Virgos, it is going to happen again. But you just have to take it with a grain of salt. The reason why it is that, you know, if you try to mix with anybody else, you know what I mean, for a while in the future, it's going to act like that with you. You know, people going to act like, you know, they don't have any common sense. It's up to you to not allow yourselves as Virgos to get too caught up. Continue to do your thing, right? Stand tall, walk tall, right? Have some class about yourself, have some integrity about yourself, you know, and keep doing your thing. And you know, let people be as goofy as they want to. Because see, here's the thing, right? And see, this is some real stuff, right? You should make it so difficult for people to talk that nonsense about you to the point where it really makes them look bad if they wanna do that. And see, that's what it is. That's what it is. I just try to do in my own personal life, and that's the thing that I would suggest to a lot of you Virgos, because y'all are having this problem, to actually do. Stop giving people whom you're hanging out with ammunition, and let them see how goofy and how dumb they are. You stay sitting up here doing all this goofiness, doing what it is that they doing, accomplishing nothing, and you Virgos are stepping your game up. You see what I'm saying? And so if you're everything that they say that they wanted, and you approach them, why aren't they accepting the very same thing that they may have wanted, right? Like, who verbalizes that they want someone to cheat on them? You know what I mean? And yet some of you Virgos may not cheat, but these people so small-minded, when they actually get you, and they realize that you're not necessarily a cheater, they're going to be upset at that. They got to find some way to, like, you know, squirm out of it. You got to be a cheater. And it's like, but I thought you wanted someone who didn't cheat. So now you got that. You don't know what to do with it. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords. You have the Three of Cups. You have the Page of Rods. And you have the Nine of Cups. You already had the Nine of Cups before. So like I said, the Three of Cups is that, you know, you're going to have a lot of takers. Obviously, a lot of people who like you, but they like you a lot. They still too messed up to actually build anything that's constructive with them. They idiots. They're gonna tear it down. And the Page of Rods and the Nine of Cups, you know, let their arrogance be their downfall, because they too goofy to understand when something is good for them. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.